I think is so crucial. It's along with visualizing it, also having a dream board. Like, what does success look like for you? I think that is so important. Excuse me, one second. Like I said, what do you call it? Like, I already seen the office kind of being here before he was even here. So that's, I don't know if that answers your question or that.
No, yeah, it does, because I mean, from like my research with visualization, my own visualization, like I always see things, like, for instance, in my last fight, I visualized landing that right hand. I couldn't tell you how many times. Going up into the cage, being in the cage, I was still had this thought in my head, and then that was the only thing, these are just scenarios I put myself to. So it's exactly what you're talking about. I visualized it so much that it became a reality, just because everything I did worked towards that goal, and it's something I wanted to do for a very long time, I just wasn't approaching it the right way. And I just recently got into like really breaking down, visualizing my goals, whether it be writing it on a piece of paper, making it, something I can see, something I can look at. And somebody who helped me with that is Don Williams, Grandpa, the big grandpa.
Wow.
He's into the mental training for archery and stuff like that. And he came in and did a lot of different visualization exercises with us, just seeing what we want to do, and making a journal, and documenting our goals. And you'll be surprised when you go through and you make these goals, right? And even if you forget about it, it's like if you put enough time into it where it's set in your head, and you come back to it like, man, I accomplished that, and I accomplished that, and you may not even realize it, So I think that is just it's imperative to success is visualization.
Okay, let me ask you another question. What is something people don't know about Brandon Zakot? Like, they see you in the case, they see you after the fact, good job, and things like this. But what's something they don't know about you? Could you touch a little about visualization? I don't think that's something a lot of people, even the viewers, myself, and other people may not even know that you even did that. So what's something else that people, when they see you, they don't know? Like, they see you smile and stuff.
Well, actually, before I understood what visualization was, I actually did it, and followed through with 100%.
Nice.
So, in 2004, I was incarcerated at the end of 2004 for breaking and entering into a home. And I was 17 years old, and I got charged for it, and I ended up spending 5.5 years in the penitentiary. And going through that changed me completely as a person. I mean, I don't know. Some people it helps, some people it doesn't. For me, it helped me. It was probably, one of the best things that could have happened to me, because it made me who I am today. And so I got interested in MMA towards the end of my incarceration. A buddy of mine, Scott Stanford, he was an MMA fighter trained out of Dan Severn's, and I was always watching it, and I said, you know what, that's what I want to do. I don't know if you ever had that moment where it just clicked, like, that is what I want, and I went from sitting there watching, mixed martial arts on television to going out and training with my buddy Scott, when we had our recreation and all that stuff. And, once I got out, I met up with Quincy maybe 2 months later, and, because I was on a mission. I said, I'm finding me an MMA gym. I'm going to train. There was nothing that was going to stop me. I felt in my heart that is what my life purpose was, And so I did it. But a lot of people don't know that I have that background, because a lot of people who have been incarcerated, people give them this image that they're these bad people, and I want to be well mannered. I want to be respectable. I want people to, look at me like, that's a good person, because I don't want my past to define who I am today.
Absolutely. And I think the thing I want to hit hard, like in this portion of the video, is, as you express, kind of talk about the behind the scenes, is before any of you are judged. It goes back to like a quote that I kind of hold dear, and I think Will Smith said it best. And he said, not Will Smith, excuse me, who was it? It was Steve Harvey. He said, I was who I was, but now I am who I am. Your past don't define who you are, but it definitely enables you to kind of use that as a tool to kind of spring forward. Okay, yes, I was incarcerated, but That's not who I am now.
No.
That was a brand, 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And if you choose to hold on to that, you being the viewers or whoever, then good for you. But me moving forward, I'm not denying it. If you ask me about it, I'll tell you about it. But just know today I'm a different person. And I think that's what's so important. That's what the viewers and everybody else got to realize. Okay, that was a part of who I was, but this is who I am now.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more. And one thing that did for me, and I would assume it goes the same for people who have been through a lot of adversity. It allows you to be appreciative of what you have today.
Absolutely.
Because once that happened to me, I'm like, wow, I took everything for granted. I'm like, man, I was not a mature individual, 17 years old. When I got out, I was 22, and it just allowed me to start reinforcing things like waking up and being like, what am I appreciative for today?
Yeah. It changes things.
Yeah, not to take anything for granted, because, at the drop of a dime, everything can be taken away from you. You can have nothing, so I wake up every morning, and I'm just so grateful to have the people I have around me, and it just, I don't know, that in itself helps motivate me every day too,
Absolutely. Well, thank you all for taking the time to view this video. If you like this post and you would like to see more, go ahead and leave a comment below. You can either, like I said, leave a comment. You can email me at wellnesscoachroland@hotmail.com. You can get a hold of Brandon Sequoia.
Yep, you can follow me on Twitter, Sequoia517, or you can like my Facebook page, it's Sequoia Sanford now, or my Facebook, which is Brandon Sequoia Sanford. And
you being an MMA fighter and me being a wellness coach, before we kind of turn off the cam, we definitely have to talk about your upcoming fight.
Absolutely. October 20th at Rack Sports Bar, I am fighting for PCFL. I'm fighting for the 135-pound championship belt against a very game opponent, Dylan Brown. It's going to be my toughest fight to date, so I hope you guys are there to see it. I guarantee you're going to love that show.
All right. That's a wrap. Thank you once again for watching. This is Coach Roland. This is Brandon. Have a great day. We'll see you later.
Cool.